Can you see my screen? Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. When I say you, yeah, you just use this chart window in the middle, like, can you able to see my screen or not? Okay. Can I continue? Okay. Okay. Yeah, in a demo session we have seen. Okay, Vinay. In the demo session, we have seen that we need to implement one project in C# Windows, and the second one is web. So first, I would like to share how to implement a project, and for this, what are the concepts we need to learn. Before going to develop any project, already I think you have some idea about the project. Number one, collect the requirements. So requirement collection, and number two, analyze the requirement, and we need to prepare some plan for it. Depends on the size of the project. Here, set of functionalities will be made as one module. Already you heard about something like, admin module and a user module, something like that. And then we have to prepare our own design. The design will become under two. One is the backend level, the other one is front end level. So while you're going to prepare this plan and all, we have two types. One is high level and the second one is low level. High level means architect level. We need to implement number of modules, and each and every module what type of sub functionality should come, that will become under high level. And the low level is, as a developer, daily whatever the forms and in a backend level stored procedures, in what way we can create, that will be made as a separate case study. So for this, we need to make a plan for design. One is DB design and the other one is UI design. So for this DB design, depends on the project requirement. Here, database administrator and project manager is going to discuss the number of fields that are required, and they can prepare the table with relationships and all. And what is our developer functionality over here? Daily, day by day, they're going to give the case studies to us, and we need to create the forms either for Windows desktop form and for website performance. And second one, we need to create the library to communicate with the database. So here, so once the plan and the architect outline is ready, and then we can start our implementation. This implementation we call it as here a different type of developers will involve, depends on the languages, what they are selected, either C#.NET or VB.NET. And then according to our requirement, we are going to execute the project. That's what we call it as testing. This here unit testing, as a developer they have to test the level 1 testing and QA testing. The quality analyst will be going to test how much like a performance of the application, how much time it will take to execute the process, all the things. And then user acceptance testing. Here is the client. Once we are going to move our code to the live, and they are going to execute. And any modifications are required, they are going to tell us, and we are going to modify the front end as well as back end environment. And then we have to make our application into setup. Make all these forms as a single exe and install this application into the client machine deployment. So setup is make all the files as a single file. Deployment is install this application to the client PC. And the seventh one, maintenance. Or if you want to enhance the project or you are going to modify any existing things, then we can go with the maintenance. Okay. So now, in order to follow all these steps and all, we have to know the requirements. Now, whatever the project you are supposed to take, when and location as you wish, like you are supposed to create any day-to-day applications, whatever we have familiar, we can take the project and we can select the requirement. Okay, and here generally day-to-day applications like billing system and simple cart items, supermarket or bookshop, whatever you need you can take either simple bookshop or simple supermarket, whatever desktop based they are using, or computer accessories, whatever the shop, just we are changing instead of books, computers, jewelry. So all these wherever billing is required, hotels. So you can take any requirement, but you have to make a plan. Based on your plan, day by day, whatever concepts we have covered in a session, you can integrate these concepts to the project. But by the end of the session, you need to implement that project. Okay? So now, as for session, what are the things are necessary day by day? So I'll share you the day by day session to you tomorrow. And today we can see what are the templates. Already we discussed in a demo session. We have set of templates for projects, and depends on the template, the environment will be going to differ. So now we will see This is one of the Visual Studio environment here. Programs. There we have Visual Studio, and here is Visual Studio 2012, 13, and 15 is still some beta. Now here we have a file menu. There we can select new. Now in this particular new, we have different options. One is project, second one is website, third one is team project. Once we select the project option, this is the first phase one. Now here we can observe that Visual C#, Windows as well as web. Once we selected here as a window, there console application, class library, here the version like startup version 2.0, we have only capable to create these many number of applications. Console, Windows and library. Day by day, they are integrated the .NET with some other languages, some other integrated tools also. So now here we can use WPF. And now 4.4, they integrated this with service. And now 4.5, even parallelly we can observe here MVC, all the things will be integrated. So number of templates will be separately also we can install, depends on the framework. So what type of applications we can create, that we can select. So as a startup, we need to learn some basic things that will be start with console application. Even Windows also we can select, but how the code is generated automatically, everything we need to understand. So here console application we are going to select here. Here we can observe a project for creating a command line application. That means input and output should be displayed in command prompt. Now once we have selected a console application, here name of the project. So here, say for example, it's simple. And where you need to store, that you can create. This is now once we can select this one, it is a solution. Solution means one solution has many projects. Now we will see how it is. So once we selected console application, it is showing the created directory. So till now, in my PC, under this particular A drive, USA, there online ITP, that folder is not available. But now it is going to available here online ITP. This is once we have selected this, what name we have given? Bookshop. The same name will come here. Now, till now we haven't created anything, but it is generating automatically all these supported folders with EX. Every project is creating one folder, and that folder contains what type of project they have selected. See, one bookshop is the root folder contains solution. Subfolder is first product is bookshop. And if you added any other projects here, that will become under the same folder. Name is bookshop. So here one window. That window is going to use the project hierarchy. That's the solution explorer. Once we selected the solution explorer, there the first project they have selected as a bookshop. Now here place the cursor, add another project. That is for we don't want to show the code to anyone and we need to hide our business logic in terms of DLL. A project for creating C# library. So the library is whatever code we are using, library. Now once we can, here it is not asking any solution, name and location. Once we click on OK, now two projects. One project is console project and one project is library project. But both the two projects are belongs to bookshop. So one solution has many projects. One is bookshop and one is library. So right click, open folder in File Explorer. Now we can observe that this is the root folder. Now how many projects it has? One is bookshop project and one is library project. Now if you open this, today we created and tomorrow we need to open, we just click on this particular solution file. How many number of projects are attached with the solution? All the list of projects will display here. See, Solution Explorer. Now this is a bookshop. So we are not build the debug nothing. Just we created and closed. So now till now how many projects it is taking? Only one project. Now here build it. So now it is showing build is started. One project is bookshop, another project is library. Now the bookshop project number 1, it is a console application. Directly it is giving exe file. Now the second project library, it is available in this path. Now it is generating DLL. And now once we start debugging, let me show me the output on a browser, sorry, window, console window. Here we didn't write anything. Now we can check here, go to solution file. Now what happened? Two projects. Earlier we haven't do anything, just create. But now once we build the project, then the solution contains two projects will open. So how to create a project and how to open that project, then it is showing. So reload. One more project is observed outside. Do you want to reload? Yes. So we can say reload. Now it is showing the second project. So as a team leader, as a project manager, they are going to work parallelly on different projects. So that one solution contains many projects, they can keep on add the projects like this. And maybe we are not creating anything, we need to add the existing one, go to select wherever the project which is already exists. So we need to connect that project also to here. Then we can select here as existing project. So wherever outside project you need, you can select the project file, then we can click on open, that project will come under here. Okay. So now what we have to do by using this, the first fundamental things we need to observe. Couple of topics are required for implement the project. That is, one is very basic. So maybe like few guys are came from non-technical background like civil engineers or biotechnologies or like medical background or anything. So whoever is having a logical thinking, then they can able to create. So that's the reason everyone should know the basics. It's not related to .NET. Maybe it is C language, or maybe they need to learn Java, or maybe they need to learn PHP, whatever technologies, but everywhere the basics are common. So what are the things will be comes under basics? We can understand. The basics will be here. The first one, they need to understand the data type. Depends on the languages or technologies, what type of data types are supported. Now we can understand what is data type. Okay, so data type, the name itself we can understand, data and type. What type of data we need to store, that we need to specify. And where we are going to store. Here the variable. The name itself variable, variant. Variant means changing. So just only an identifier. We need to give one name for data storage, an identifier for data. So what is the syntax? How we are going to specify? First, before going to this basics, first you have to think and you have to make your own plan. What I am doing. So for that, what type of fields are required? In C# here, this variable we call it as fields, the names. So what type of names? Example, a shop or something. We want to purchase a book, or we want to purchase a computer spare part, or we need to go for a bring a product in the supermarket. Anything. But everywhere, some features are common. That is what we call it as product ID, and the other one is product name, and this is price, quantity, like this. So wherever we can calculate, couple of things will be common, and we know ID sort comes under 1, 2, 3. So here, while you can go for 1, 2, 3, this is a numeric number, and here we can think about what is the final number, maybe like approximate. Can we make it around 500 continuation number, or each and every category type of product will be becomes as different. Here we have some boundaries. We can think about we have 5 balls, and we have a basket which is capable to store only 5 balls. Then what we have to do? We have to keep these balls into the basket. And another one which is capable to take maybe 10 or 15 also. So we can't take the 5 balls box into this 15 balls, because it has its own boundary. It cannot keep it inside more than 5. So 5 is its capacity. So now here, while you are going to create the data, so is the data is going to capable to store into this or not? We can understand. And the second one is product name. Name itself is a character, subset of characters. This is for product name. So the product will be, monitor or a keyboard or a mouse or anything. Now the price. 15 inches monitor, different price. 14 inches monitor, different price. 18 inches monitor, different price. Depends on. So whereas here, the product description will tell that what type of monitor it is. So this is for like this, for identification, and then we can assign the price for it. Maybe some taxes, maybe sometimes small products, even 75 paisa, 50 paisa, like this. So it depends on that Do you want to store a floating point number or do you want to store a numerical value? And this is for quantity, always it is numeric. Now, automatically we need to calculate this price into quantity. If it is a number, both are numerics, then we can take this one also as an integer number. And it is floating. Whatever dot we have, then we need to keep the same data type to this one also. So first we have to make like this type of plan and then we can apply. So now here if you want to store this, what type of data types? So here the set of data types will be there. Number one, byte, and number two, short, number three, int, number four, long. So basically these four is there, and again internally you want completely the positive value or any temperature is even minuses or credit cards even amount also we can show them as minus. So here byte and signed byte. This will be accepting only positive values, but whereas this will be accepting both positive and negative. And this is the short, it is accepting both positive and negative. But the thing is limitation. Here we cannot store more than 255. If you want to store 256 number, it will give an error. So its capacity is up to 0 to 255 numbers only can handle. And the short 32,768, that means that is the capacity. And this is some 4 crores change, 8 crores change. So here how much memory it is allocating internally? 1 byte, and this is for 2 bytes, and this is for 4 bytes, and this is for 8 bytes. So depends on the data type, it is going to store the data. Now we need to see how much range it is and how it is going to allocate. Now here, if you want to read any information and if you want to print any information into the console, just we need to learn here console is a class. Is as per C# coding, we need to understand the first one, namespace terminology, and then class, and then method. You know already C language, very basic. I hope you have idea. In a talk we can use hash include, standard input output, stdio.h, and we can start with main function, and whatever the code we need to require, that the statements we can write inside this like this. Now if you want to write any methods like add book or update book, delete book or anything, this is our own name, our own function we are writing. Now whatever functionality is required, that we can write outside of this. Okay, add book, we'll do some activity here. So this is completely created by the user. So now this is what we call it as a method. Now that we can call here because the system can understand only main. Other than main, it cannot understand. So now what we have to do is we are created the method outside and we are informing I created a method. But what is the problem here? I want the same name again in somewhere else. I cannot reuse it again and I have to write in another class also. That's the reason C++ introduced. Sorry, this is C language time. Now the C++ here, before of this, here we can write some class name, so that you can write n number of functions inside, and wherever we want we can reuse it. So it is only for one project. But as per .NET, we have many projects. So I can use this logic in this project as well as this logic in this project. So we are going to suppose to integrate two projects. But that type of facility is not available here. So in C#, enhancement, that is for the first one namespace name, and the next one class name. Now the complete whatever we have, so this will become under namespace. What are the libraries are required for the project, now we can use it. So here what we can understand, from here to here C language, from here to here C++, from here to here C#. So they are enhancing the project day by day, and they are going to give the flexibility to the developer. That's the reason here you can develop this business logic in VB.NET, C#.NET, anything it is going to support. So now here we can understand, whenever we created a project, what is the name first? Namespace. Namespace is collection of subnamespaces and classes. So this is the root tree structure. Now the parent. Now here all these are all the libraries that are using. The first root namespace is system. Along with the software installation, these DLLs will install. Now here we can understand namespace, and then class name, and then start the execution from the computer itself, initializing the memory, identifying the methods, everything by main. Example, you have a house. If you need a power, but the power is going to distribute it in all the rooms, but the main center point connecting all the wires into one main. If you switch on the main, then only the power will go to all the rooms. So whatever methods you created outside, but you have to be informed to the main. So this is the starting entry point to execute the application. Okay. So now what we have to do here, this is, now if you want to display any data or you want to read any data, we can use different classes over here. Console is a class. Console is representing the command prompt. This command prompt is going to show the input output. Now what we are doing in a command prompt, do you want to read any data or do you want to print any data? So this is a class which is going to pointing the command prompt. A read line is a method which is used to read the data from the command prompt. You want to display write or write line. The name itself we can understand, read. Read means we are typing something, we are giving to the computer. Write, we want to show something under the command prompt. So write. So it is going to display a message or a value. You want to show any static message, or you want to show any value, then we can use write. If you're gonna be use the same line, don't go to the cursor to the next line, then we can use write. And we don't have many characters, we have only one character. Press any key to continue and read only single characters. So we have here read, and press any key to continue, then we have read key. Okay. So now we can show this details in a program. Here, this is the program.cs. We can change the name, rename it, just like hello message or address details simply. Once we click on here, now it is saying that you change the file name. Do you want to change the file name in a code? Do you want to rename it? Yes. Automatically the program is changes to address details. Now we can see here static void main. In this we have some shortcut, right? CW. I want to show something. Console.write line. Press tab. Then console.write line. What do you want to see? So enter product details, enter address details, profile details or anything. So here we can say enter your profile, and we can ask the user something like console dot, it's a box intelligence. Just once we type the method console.write or write line, console.write of what type of message we need to show. Enter your profile, console.write of, here we can see the profile. Enter your name. Now we need to run type. So here already we discussed data type and variable name. See, this is the data type. Now these things will come under here. What type of data you need to store? Variable, an identifier for data. Now here we can say first we need to store our name. Data type is string. Set of characters to be capable to store. So a keyword will be used which is accepting characters. String name equal to. This is a student name, employee name, product name, book name, anything. But name is name. So now here, once we are going to store here, now I am going to read from the command prompt console.read. Not only one character, we have set of characters. A line of characters we need to read. That we can keep it into a name called as string name. You want to give some meaningful name here. Employee name. So name is going to read and message to here. And what is the mail ID? String. This again email ID. Now CR will not come. Okay. So console dot, here it is case instead. C is the small case. It is not understanding what is this. It is showing an error. I don't know what is console. So what we have to do, be careful that it is generating a new property. We don't want to generate. Already it is available. We need to pick it. Console dot. Now we can read. Now we just say that enter email ID. So now enter email ID. so they can understand that email ID we should enter. This is one part. This is the second part. We are asking to the user. User is typing. We are storing. And now it is a string. Always whatever we are typing, the first word we can understand that it is a string. The string is going to assign to here. Now the email ID as well. It is also assigned to here. Now what we have to do? Phone number. So enter phone number. We have some validations over here, but now at present we are taking this is long because it's not a smaller one. It has 10-digit number, 9 series. That much of capable, cannot store byte, cannot store short, cannot store int. It's a long value. And now we can see phone number equal to console read line. Now it is showing an error. What is that? You are reading a string, but you are assigning to an integer value of long. By default, we are unable to convert. See, it is showing the message cannot implicitly convert type string to long. So this is string, but we need in a long value. So here I want the data in the form of long dot parse of this. So parse is a special type of method which is used to convert string to long value. Maybe here is integer int dot parse. Maybe it is float dot parse. Maybe it is a decimal dot parse. So what data type you are typing here, the same data type value it is going to be able to convert. So this is for parse is a method which is used to convert string to any data type. Maybe it is int, maybe it is long, or maybe it is short, or anything. It is going to convert the equivalent data type. So now we need to show all the details at once. Already we have a data, so here we can show name. This is for employee name plus concatenation. Now where is the variable? The variable name is employee name. So that value show. And the second one, already we have an email ID. So this is email ID plus. Now where is the mail ID is available? This is a variable. Now display. And then phone number. So phone number, which details you are entered, that values will be going to show here. Email ID, this is the mail ID, this is the phone number, and this is here variable. After that we need to press any key to continue, read key. Until press enter, don't stop the output. So console dot read. Read a single character, read line for line of characters. Read key, any key to press. So now we will see one by one how it is going to execute. We don't know how it will run. So we need to keep here breakpoint. This is the margin area. So this one time if you click on that, it will stop the execution here. Again if you click on that, it will remove. So we are not keep it anything. Just we start. Here is a green symbol, build and execute. So this is output. Enter your name. Now we can see, enter the name as this. Enter a mail ID. this. Now phone number, like this. Now whatever we type there, the details is displayed here. Vinay, mail ID, phone number. So first we are asking to the user and then we just press enter, it will close. And now we just say that I don't know how it runs. I need to know step by step how it is going to execute. So now the difference we can observe it. Press F5. Now see, cursor is blinking at here. Still it is not showing any messages because it is going to execute line by line. Now this is output. Once we press here F11, step into first line. Console right line is over. Now immediately it is showing enter your profile. Now console right, enter your name. Now it's finished. Now it's showing here. Now console read line, read the data and we are going to store it into here. So now it is asking, enter the name. So now we are going to read the name as this. So now what name we given, the same name it is capable to store, yes, location. And now email ID. So here it is asking to the user, enter your mail ID. Now again that line is executed, it is blinking, enter mail ID, location at gmail.com. Now this email ID has this data. Now enter phone number. Now the phone number we need to type. So here whatever we are going to suppose to enter. Now we just move the mouse pointer. Phone number is holding this data. So now we are printing all the values. First one printing and the second one here completed, it is showing email ID. Third one this. So if you move the mouse pointer here, this name holds name. This is a variable name holds mail ID and this is a variable holds phone number. Now we can read. So press any key to continue here or we just press. If you press any key, it will not close. Once you press enter, it will close the output. So now it is showing to the close brace. Open brace for starting and close brace for ending. So here this is what we call it as debugging in .NET. Debugging means step by step how it is going to run, we can understand. Okay. So this is a small one and you can prepare a display, a simple like gas bills, telephone bills, electricity bills, anything. So you have to prepare one example and show me. Enter meter reading, enter previous meter reading, enter current meter reading, and now we need to calculate price. So previous meter reading, what is the price? Like number of units 1, enter number of units 5 or something. 1 unit 1 rupee or 55 or something like that. So 5 units means 5 into that number. So 50 units means 50 into that number. So calculate and display total price. Okay. So you can take anything. You can show me based on this example. So is it clear to you? So what we are going to suppose to ask to the command prompt and what we are going to take the command prompt, everything you make a level wise. Okay. So I hope you can understand. If you have any doubts in this, please let me know. Okay. So that I will rectify it. And most probably tomorrow's class, I am expecting from you, take any data, a simple information, but you have to prepare the code like this. Always simple tips and techniques if you can understand, then you can easily to develop the application. Okay. So here we are not any by heart concepts and all, each and everything, just analysis, step by step analysis. What I am doing, what I am using, how I am using, how the output will come. Like question answer type. Okay. That's it. So is it clear to you? And we can see some more data types and the conversions and all in a tomorrow session. Okay. First 1 or 2 sessions, the basics will be going on, and the next we will start project oriented. So is it clear to you?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, I have a question. Do we have to replicate the same thing for tomorrow, or it's
Sorry. Do you?
do we have to replicate the same thing for tomorrow? It's do we have to do something new?
No, not same thing. It's the regular class, not demo class. Demo class is already over. Okay.
No, no, yeah, I got that, but today we have done they have done using command prompt, right?
Mhm.
Um, so do we have to do the similar thing as a practice, or do we have to?
No, we have to discuss with the conditional statements. If conditions, loop, for loop, which case, all the things.
Okay,
Once the conditions will be over, then we can go with arrays. Once the arrays concept is over, then we can go with the Windows application template. Okay?
yeah, yeah, okay,
We
okay,
need to write all these things. Maybe like if you both of you having idea, then we can skip the concepts and directly we can go with project.
okay.
Okay? When I
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
yeah. If you have idea, then we can directly go with the project.
I got you, but my question was like, we have done activity right today. I mean, we have done some concepts on command prompt, all
Mhm.
these, right? So do we have to work on it, or
Yeah, you have to work on it, right? Because if we don't know what type of projects will come next time.
okay,
So for
all
that,
right,
we need to
okay,
aware
fine.
of all the templates, all the classes, methods, so that we can, you know, easily to
Yeah,
enhance the application. I hope.
okay, fine, fine. Yeah, sure.
Okay. Yeah.
Thank
Yeah. Thank you. And I'll see tomorrow. And this is Vinay mail ID. A.Reddy.Vinay. And Lokesh,
you.
I
Yes.
didn't find your mail ID here.
If you want, I'll ping you the email address in the
Yeah,
chat
you
box.
can type it. Yeah. I have Zoom. So Zoom link directly we can. And I am keeping all the videos into my blog, YouTube, daily classes.
Yeah, that's my email ID.
Yeah, A.Reddy, Vinay, Lokesh, mail ID.
That's my email address.
Yeah, if you have Skype IDs also you can share to me. So that before starting the class, 5 to 10 minutes, I will ping you.
Yeah.
So you can start. So sharp 6 we can
Otherwise,
start.
it's better to
Instead
do
of
a
any
WhatsApp,
delay.
I guess,
Sorry?
if you can message us in a WhatsApp, it would be easy for us. Like I'll create a
Oh,
group.
very low voice. Could you please louder?
Yeah, yeah. If you create a WhatsApp group, it should be easy, right?
Create.
WhatsApp.
WhatsApp.
Yeah, WhatsApp the
Oh,
group.
okay. Yeah. I'll share the WhatsApp number to you.
Yeah, that's better way. Else can I have your number, ma'am? Just in case.
This is my WhatsApp number.
Yeah. I'll do it now.
Okay. It's under request, then I'll add. Yeah, sure, Vinay.
Ma'am?
Okay.
Hello?
Yeah, I will see
Yes.
tomorrow. Lokesh, your WhatsApp number. Do you have WhatsApp?
Yeah, yeah. 7, 8.
Or if you can send the request. Okay. Okay. Thank you, guys. Good night.
Ma'am, I have a doubt for you.
Yeah, bye bye.
Hello?
So tomorrow you have to create one simple application. You can think which one is easy for you. Okay? And you can create and you can show me. So that everyday concept you need to do one example and you want. So you can understand that okay, the concept you understand and you can implement it on your project. Simple assignment. Okay? Hello?
Ma'am, I have a
Oh,
doubt for you.
yeah, yeah.
Like
Oh,
suppose
volume is very
if you
low.
create a console
Okay.
application in
See
this
you
way, right?
tomorrow.
Like,
Bye bye. Good night.
hello? Hello? Yeah, hi Lokesh.
I mean,
Can I leave the meeting?
Yeah,
ma'am, I have a
Sujata,
doubt.
hi Sujata. Uh, I mean, I think Lokesh having some doubt. So
Uh-huh.
can you stay here for a while?
Yeah, yeah, sure. Tell me.
Yeah, Lokesh, go ahead with your question.
Ma'am? Yeah, so right now we created our console application, right? Regarding this, like first name, last name, and all. So similarly, if
Sorry,
we
Lokesh, could you please louder because
can you hear
it's
me well
very,
now?
very. Hmm?
Uh, can you
Yeah,
hear me
it's
now?
it's audible, but it's very,
Still,
very low
okay.
voice.
I don't know what happened, but let me check it out again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Can you hear me now?
Lokesh, in case if you have any problem with your mic, you can type in a chat box, so that would be easier for everyone to get
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Did you hear his voice, Vinay, clearly?
Yeah, no,
Maybe.
I can hear his voice clearly.
Oh no, no, no. Like in a normal way, or it is low voice.
Yeah, I mean it's good. I mean not really bad enough, but it's good.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, okay. Yeah, go on,
Ma'am, can
Lokesh.
you hear me now? Yeah, yeah.
Yes, yes.
So the thing that like when we created a console application, we started like doing like a input your contact name, your name, address, and all, right? So
Huh.
once we debug it, right?
Yeah.
So like once I debug it, and if I get a application, like it's gonna be like when I send it to some other person, it comes as an application, or it just like we have to open it through Visual Studio only.
It will be if the application is in Visual Studio, then only. If you open the
Like
application in
this,
Visual
ma'am. Like
Studio,
suppose if like if we install an app, right? Like suppose if I created something called ledger book. In that ledger book, like input all your expenses, all those. If I make a code and all, and once I debug it, so after that debugging the file, it comes in a setup file or what kind of file it is, so that if I give it to other person, he can directly install and run. Like
no, no, no. All the debuggings we can close. All the debuggings we are closing, and then we can make a setup and give it to them.
okay, okay, okay. Even that also you're gonna teach us, right?
Yes, yes. Finally.
Yeah, yeah. That's what. Like okay,
Okay.
okay, ma'am.
Oh, yeah.
No
Thank
problem.
you. Yeah. Bye bye.
Thank you,
But
ma'am. You have a good day.
Yeah. Bye.
Nice talking to you, Vinny.
Yeah.
yeah, nice talking to you. Where
Mhm.
Lokesh, where are you located?
Illinois. I mean, now I'm in Texas.
Okay, you're in Dallas.
Right now, yeah. Round Rock.
Okay, fine, fine. All right.
Yeah. Okay,
Okay.
created a
Thank
group.
you.
I think you
Bye bye.
guys got it. Yeah. Bye, bye, man. Take care.